The world's population is estimated to be over 8.2 billion people, and although there isn't a single universally agreed upon number of major religions, the most widely practiced religions in the world are mostly Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Judaism. Each religion, with its beliefs and practice, although sometimes have common grounds and often have divergent views and mindsets which can cause conflict amongst its followers. Joint Initiative for Strategic Religious Actions, Jisra, an international interfaith consortium funded by the Dutch Ministry of Foreign Affairs, designed to cover a 4-year period, 2021 to 2025, is being implemented in 7 countries.
The importance of inter-religious dialogue is critical, especially in a policy like Nigeria, whereby we have diverse ethnic groups, diverse religious groups. So without a religious dialogue, is the tendency for groups and subgroups to be at loggerheads with each other.
Joint Initiative for Strategic Religious Action, popularly known as Jisra, is a consortium project implemented in 7 countries: Ethiopia, Indonesia, Iraq, Kenya, Mali, Nigeria, and Uganda. And in Nigeria, it is piloted in 2 states, Kaduna and Plateau. And we have local and international organizations implementing this project, and Women's Interfaith Council is one of them. The project started since 2021 and closing out this year, 2025. Within these years, we have carried out different projects, different activities in Hanyibanki, Kaduna North, and Mumimash, Kaduna South. We use inter, extra religious pillars approach in implementing the project. And the purpose of this project is to build peace, peaceful society, because the communities selected were conflict-prone communities with a long history of conflict.
We have made a great achievement during these 5 years.
Because the community are now united, they can work together, they carry out different initiatives together, which is going to help the sustainability of this project. The community have come to understand and own the project. Initially, it was not easy because they thought we are there for conversion, to convert them. But we have come to understand that it is to build social cohesion, for them to live together, respect each other's religion and belief, and counter harmful cultural practices that are against women and girls. And for them to achieve this, capacity building was carried out. Also, we have to carry out different engagements like sports, which they term interfaith sports, and also empowerment, economical empowerment for women and girls, to help them to have voice in the society.
Jisra is the Joint Initiative for Strategic Religious Action. Its objectives are: 1, to bring in together the women from different religious groups, also with youths, with the intention of facilitating unity among women and individuals of different religious faiths by promoting activities that promote peace, development, and togetherness.
Is enshrined in the Nigerian Constitution, Section 38, Section 10, All these things try to ensure that people have freedom of religion and belief. And what we have in the Nigerian Constitution is derivable from international instruments. It was not thrown from the sky. We have the 1981 Hunger Declaration that talks about tolerance and freedom of religion and belief. So from there, we're able to domesticate it into our constitution. And over the years, we tried to preach it, we tried to teach it, we tried to educate people, conscientize people on the need for interfaith dialogue cooperation. And you and I know that if we have crisis, growth and development will be hampered.
A significant achievement that we have registered in the Jisra project is that we have made the population to know that it is not just good to live with one another, it's good to know one another, and then to know what we do, and then to learn how to live together, and to appreciate our diversity, because all of us are not the same. So if we appreciate our diversity in terms of religion and in terms of culture and in terms of wealth, size and structure and everything, then we will appreciate that this is how God made us better. So we have only made the population to understand that small, big, Muslim, Christian, Bagi or Atiap or any of these cultures, it is God that made them.
In Nigeria, the Jisra project has the goal of addressing and transforming intra, and extra-religious dynamics and promote freedom of religious and beliefs. What is the impact of the project so far?
This organization brings a lot of developments to my community. In fact, the cordial relationship that exists now between the Muslims and Christians is very recommendable. There are many changes positively, in which that now the Muslim women and the Christian Muslims, they are very interact in terms of their ceremonies, in terms of interactions. They are very cordial now. In terms of youth, they are working together. In terms of the community effort, burial grounds, clearing of that, all they are going together with this effort, with this Jisra.
In Jisra work, especially during the step down, when we went for the first meeting for a week, and Jisra, they taught us a lot. So coming back to our community, the religious leader, the Muslim and the Christian, we call a town hall meeting whereby the imam and the pastor preach to our people about living together and have a common way of living together.
Jisra is entirely, we see it as an organization which come to our community and to promote peace and unity in the community between the Muslims of this community and the Christian, even those that don't even have a religion as we per se. Because if there are people that we don't see them going to church or going to mosques, but Jisra moved together with each and every one. The roles of community leaders, religious leaders in the movement of Jisra is a very good one. Why is that? Because we know the kind of people we are dealing with in this community. We as the entire community of the all people, we know their roles because they are playing a better a vital role in the community.
Dukkanin nasara yana tare ga Allah, sannan kuma dukkanin wannan kungiya na Jisra Week da muke tare da ita, alhamdulillah mun samu wayewan kai yanda ya kamata. Bakin gwargwado wanda yake akwai matsayi da Allah ya kawo mu wanda ake sauraron, kuma muna amfani da wannan dama muna faɗin wannan kungiya, domin a baya wayansu 'yan lokuta baya gaskiya ba ni da haƙurin da zan iya jurewa akan yin wani abu, amma a sakamakon bayyana wannan kungiya na kasance na koyi haƙuri fiye da yadda nake a da, na kuma jure fiye da yadda nake a da, wanda yake zanga abin da yake faruwa, wanda yake in ni dan magana ɗaya biyu ba a saurare ni ba zan iya yin haƙuri. To amma alhamdulillahi sakamakon zama da wannan kungiya ina da juriyan da zan iya ɗaukan tsawon lokaci ina gargaɗi ko jawo hankali ko nasiha a kan shi.
Some years back, after we learned from Jisra, we came together, we organized a program of sanitation in Haimenki. And then we have to invite all the student pastors in this seminary. And in their number, large number, they came out. We are doing a lot of community service, community work, doing sanitation. And all of us are doing it joyfully. And all the Muslims leaders also came out. Serki was there, and all the student pastors. This seminary is one of the oldest seminary in Nigeria, and one of the largest seminary. Imagine people are coming from different states to study in this seminary. But because we understand it's very very good to teach them, and they came and they saw what we are doing, all the pastors, I believe they are taking it to their various states.
The lectures we received there changed our perspective. It changed our way of the way we see things, the way we relate with each other. In times of before, you will find it very difficult to get Christians to easily go to mosques. But glory be to God, the coming of Jisra family have changed that narrative. Christians can go to mosques to attend for programs there in a naming ceremony. And then the same thing with also Muslim counterparts also come to church. During wedding, we have programs together, we mingle together, we have a lot of meetings that we used to attend together. The way we see ourselves now, we are treating each other as family. So now it's no more seeing your brother, it's no more. The major thing that we have in mind is the humanity. We think about ourselves as before religion, life is there. And then it's after when you have the life, you will continue with the religion. So we value ourselves and then we work together. So there are a lot of impacts that this program has created in our life as Christian, both Christian and Muslims in Kurmimashi.
Jisra Project has made a yearly impact to me and the community entirely. As a youth in my community, before I was not a title holder, but due to the work of the Jisra activities within the community, it has made a significant impact to my community, where the traditional council look at me because of the effort and give me a title of the Jumonhain Banki. And also the youth were engaged in making so many activities where both the Christians and the Muslims we came together. So this has made a yearly impact to me and the community.
Several activities were carried out in order to reduce intra and extra-religious conflicts in Nigeria, with locations which were marked prone to religious conflicts as major targets, with the interventions of significantly reducing freedom of religion and beliefs, related conflicts, and promote peaceful coexistence in target locations.
We actually did, we played a role with the knowledge we've gotten from Jisra. We were able to organize so many teachings for both youth, drug addicts. We organize different teachings just to bring people. We even organize programs to empower women, to make women come out from their shell, and also to encourage women to have a voice to speak on their own. We also had an issue of a girl being molested and he was trying to buy them up. We all came out as youth, knowing fully well we have a backup and our voice will be heard. So we help those people to stand too. So we have played a good role in High and Banky, and I believe going around, if you go ask who are Jisra, you will hear about Jisra.
There is so many lot of things where we acquire knowledge in our community, both Christian and Muslims. Before we are not unite, but the coming of Jisra project and CAFOT really help us to unite ourselves. Both the elders and the traditional rulers and the imam and the youth, we are all united as now. So the programs is really help us in our community.
Indeed, the Jisra project has had a significant impact on its target communities, as can be attested by beneficiaries.
My members in my group, they benefit more. I can't explain how them, but even me myself, I benefited from Jisra project. Because of Jisra project, even where I'm selling my Polo and bonds now, it's Christian that gave me that place. If not because of Jisra, I couldn't have got that place. So many, we are mixed with Christian and Muslim, so many has benefited from the project. Because it's open now, everybody is free with each other.
It has made me to know my religion better than before. Because I've never known that as a cat, a Muslim can give to a Christian until when I joined this program. And I was so proud before, if you offend me, I will not talk to you, I will even greet you, but I will not forgive you and I will not forget. But when I joined this program, it has changed my mind, it has changed me and my family. I will tell you what you did to me and I'll forget you. I will forgive and forget instantly.
In reflection of the 5-year Jisra project, what are the challenges and how can its gains and legacies be sustained?
Of course, there will be the challenge of finance, funding. So many communities we come up and say, our own community is not involved in this project. We tell them that, well, from the planning, we have target communities and population. So you cannot extend beyond your budget. So funding is a fundamental challenge when it comes to a project like this. Because peace is a very expensive business. And I always tell people that if we don't talk about peace, what else can we talk about? In the course of the training, you have participant saying that we have been talking about peace. And I ask a question rhetorically that if we don't talk about peace and overemphasize the fact that we continue to talk about peace, we are still having skirmishes here and there. Just imagine if we're not talking about peace, what will happen? So we cannot overemphasize talking about peace. And like I always say, that there is no peace of the grave. It's only in the graveyard that you see two enemies will be buried side by side and they cannot rise from the dead and fight each other. No. Husband and a wife, they fight. The tongue and the teeth, sometimes they fight. But the teeth and the tongue has never relocated from the same place. It has always been in the same position. But what we are looking for is a peaceful transformation of such conflict situations. So it becomes a healthy thing. People can disagree, yes, but they should be quick enough to do what? To reconcile and see that your difference doesn't mean that you are opposing me. It simply shows your humanity. because we are created differently.
And the challenge is one, I would say that, bringing people of different backgrounds together is not easy. It requires a lot of training and retraining, because most of these people, the educational level, the exposures is not the same. So what you tell another person, or maybe teach another person, or engage another person once, and he or she will comprehend. You do that to other people and they may not, or it will take you over and over, repeating and repeating over and over before others will also get as in acquainted with what you are trying to do. Also, these activities require going to different communities, you understand? So sometimes the issue of maybe insecurity, which is what we are trying to deal. So sometimes fear of insecurity will prevent other people from going there, you understand? And then others, maybe sometimes resources, because it requires a lot of money to carry out these activities.
Moving forward, what is the mission and vision of Jisra?
We belong in this nation, we have two major religions, Islam and then Christianity. And you discover that in as much as our teachings seem similar, the practitioners oftentimes present or misrepresent the religion, thereby bringing conflict among us. So by these activities, that is the interrelated activities that are being carried out between these individuals or women in particular of different faiths, majorly the Islam and Christianity, it fosters peace and unity, togetherness. Because I've watched activities where women, Christian and Muslim women carry out activities together, and it was quite impressive. But we hug ourselves, we create fun, I found friends among them, and then you see it brings a lot of cohesion.
What does it take, for instance, to say you call Christian students from the Department of Christian Religious Studies, Kaduna State University, you call students from Islamic Studies and say, okay, let's have a novelty match. All you need is to go to the sports director, borrow a football, borrow a whistle, borrow jerseys, and get a linesman and a referee, and you do that. So in the process of the football going on for the next 90 minutes, you will see people will be bonding, people will get to express each other. There could be a talk from the imam and the pastor on some basic tenets from both religions. So you see people get to know. One of the problems of intellectual crisis is that of lack of understanding. As a Christian, if I appreciate and understand your tenets, then the possibility of friction is reduced to its barest minimum. So we can have such projects. It's not the volume or the quantum of the project that we do that matters, but the impact it has on the society.
Groups have been formed into network that will help them to move on. They have formed Elders Forum. Also, they have formed cooperative that will help them to access funds from governments. All these are part of the sustainability, and they are also having interfaith sports. They initiated interfaith sports, which they build their relationship. So they celebrate Christmas Sana together now. They visit each other. Initially, there was that gap, but the bridge has been built that they can now visit each other, they can chat together. Even during the process, the women have been put in the cabinet to help them to say what is happening in the community that affects them. So all these are part of the sustainability of the project, and we know and we hope that they will sustain it and will continue with it.
The Jisra project has made an undeniable impact on the lives of its host communities by empowering the youth, women, and religious leaders to engage in interfaith dialogue, challenge exclusionary narratives, and build community resilience. It is the hope of Jisra to renew its project because of the positive impact it has made in its host communities.